Okay, finally today's the day. Everything's buttoned up. This is just temporary. I need to get a different fitting that takes it out right there so I can run this line straight in as well. This is for the crankcase ventilation, but first I'm gonna prime the fuel system and check for fuel leaks, and then we will crank this thing off. So let me get this connected. Right there. And then we'll cycle the key a couple times, make sure we build fuel pressure. Yep, it's coming in. There it is. Solid 60 pounds. All right, here we go. Actually, let's see why I have a check engine light first. Let's clear all those out. Okay, no DTCs connected. Clutch in. Got oil pressure, fuel pressure. That is retarded. Everything's working good. O2s are still warming up, so we don't have any fuel trims yet, but it's running on its own. That's awesome. I'm gonna let it keep warming up and I'll give you a status update in a second. Okay, I let the motor warm up to about 178 so I could get a little bit of idle data, because once I revved it and then I rolled the car a little bit too, and it did not want to keep running. So now I need to make my edits to the desired airflow so the throttle body knows where to be, and I'll make some fuel trim changes to the VE table, and then we'll reflash this tune and we should be good to fire it back up. Okay, O2s are starting to switch again and help correct. I'm logging where they're switching to so I can help dial in the main VE table. I'm not using long-term fuel trims, just short-term, just with this kind of a obviously race engine. But I'm gonna keep letting it go here for a little bit, and we might actually go cruise it around just for a little to help break this motor in a little bit more. Okay, we're driving the Vet around for the first time. Everything's running nice and smooth. We're doing a little daily driving tune-up on it right now. Let the motor break in for a little bit. Just enjoy it. Okay, I've driven the C5 for a few days and wanted to give you guys kind of a quick update on how everything is doing. So, motor runs totally amazing. I got the tune-up basically as good as I can on the street. I'm running 25 degrees total timing, which is kind of low. The old LS1 took 26, bleeding into 27 after like 6,400 as the cylinder air mass started dropping off. And my air fuels on this one are solid at 0.85 lambda, which equates to about 12.5 to 1 compression on gasoline scale. However, I'm on E85, so I tune it with lambda. The only real problem, oh, and this is still totally temporary. And actually the big problem with where I mounted this is, one, it's too high for the hood to sit on it. And two, whenever I get above a certain speed, the air hits this and it basically acts like it creates a negative pressure zone inside the tank and in the lines, and it literally just splatters oil, as you can kind of see, all over the windshield. So I'm gonna remount it deeper down on the firewall down there. I'm not running the AC compressor, and I took off the heater lines. I'm only running this one up to the tank to fill it. So I'm gonna mount it farther down there, and then I have another 90 coming in, and I'll reroute the hoses, and they'll just come in together and then go straight down onto this dude. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack that open to see how much oil is collected in there. I'm assuming it's a lot, just because of the way it's sucking oil up and blasting it all over the window right here, so you can kind of see it. And then I'm gonna switch these socket cap screws to button heads, just so it looks a little cleaner and smoother. That one's missing because I had to measure the length to order them. But other than that, it runs totally awesome. The tires are broken in now, and it just hooks up in second gear, and it feels pretty crazy. If you've ever experienced a 650 horsepower C5, it hauls ass. And so it's pretty wild to be driving one finally. Well, tough break. That did not last long.